Speaking about race, I love how last week, 2 weeks ago, whenever we recorded last, Mike got on here to kick Eminem's back in.
All I said was he's overhyped.
And you compared him to Caitlin Clark.
No, but I said Caitlin Clark was legit.
Okay.
I'm backhanding him again.
Absolutely. So I love how this whole conversation started about Kendrick and Drake.
Yes.
And
that's the crazy part of the conversation.
That's the crazy part. I love how I cut Mike off in his take and I said, yo, you don't know it, but the Eminem Stans are crazy. And they're crazier than Kendrick and Drake fans combined.
Yes.
I went on to say that Eminem could rap. And I said, I know this because all my favorite rappers love him.
Yeah.
Y'all heard none of that. And y'all continue to kick. Y'all been kicking I had 10 new notifications this morning from YouTube where y'all kicked my back in.
Here's the thing. I kept going back to listen to see what did we say that was racist.
To be called racist, let me tell you, let me start like this. To be called racist by white folks, I don't know if white folks know it. It does not hurt black people's feeling when you call us racist. One, because
we don't have the power to be racist.
Fact. So it's kind of like,
right. So you using the wrong terminology off bat.
Absolutely. Which is why I kept asking everybody to define racism for me. And once they did, I only had like 2 or 3 people to define racism. I said, what did I say that fits that definition? Let me tell you this, and I'll make this very quick and short. There's culture, and I tried to do, first of all, I didn't think that, that Meta and the masses will send this to people that love Eminem. I thought that people that agree with me will see it and just like it and laugh. Well, but they sent it to, which proves the point of the lawsuits that will come out and say, hey, these people are showing me content that makes me angry on purpose.
Absolutely. Because that had nothing, like the whole, it's no reason we should have 50,000 views on something and it's not our audience.
It's no reason why we should have 80% of the engagement downvote.
Yes, that is insane.
Bro.
Insane.
So when I made the clip, I thought that people who understood black culture and hip hop culture, how well they blend together, would be able to pick out what I meant was hip hop, which is the stan groups, and they will understand the black culture.
It would have been a better conversation if Meta and Alphabet, if we're being honest, put our information in front of the title of our pod.
Facts.
Right? Because then we would have had a conversation about hip hop, which is what I thought we was going to have, right? How do we talk about a rapper, right? And the whole conversation becomes about race, right? That legit means you took my information and you looked at the skin tone coding and you put that in front of the far right.
My favorite part of it is we didn't even mention Eminem's race.
We didn't mention his race. We didn't say he wasn't good because of his race. We legit said overrated. There's a lot. Biggie Smalls is a overrated rapper in retrospect.
I don't know.
As a lyricist,
now you better get a skill.
Yeah. As a lyricist, yeah, like he said a lot of off the wall shit.
Yeah. Well, here's a joke for me. I only mentioned my race and Lil Wayne's race, and somehow the white boys labeling me as a racist. So I would put it like this. There's a culture, and it's hard explaining black culture to people that's not black. I learned that this weekend. I also learned that everybody don't understand certain hip hop culture things and certain black culture things. Yo, let me hold the ox in the car on a road trip is a hip hop culture thing. I know that every culture does it, but it's a thing. It is a real debate. You don't get in somebody else's car, ask for the ox unless you about to play some fire.
Yeah.
Like that is a thing. That is a thing. So when I'm explaining to people who have to get an invite to the cookout, the culture of, yo, let me hold the ox. Let me tell y'all something. I am here to double down. I do not give a damn. Nobody in the Southeast hops in somebody's car, asks for the ox. And if you know the ox culture and say, let me play this new Eminem, that does not mean when they hop in your car, you might not play him. That might not mean you don't listen to him. I love how people misunderstood that. There's a lot of artists that don't get that same energy in the Southeast.
No one's hopping in the car and saying, "Yo, throw that Mo song," right?
Facts. So,
like, so it's a lot. To your point, it's a lot of artists, and also, y'all understand this when someone says overrated. I hate that the DNF students are in here with the rest of us.
Facts.
But when someone says overrated, that means that somebody could be a B plus and you're rating them as an A plus.
Facts.
That is overrated. It doesn't mean you're bad. It just means that you're getting way more credit. It's like the quarterbacks, right? Like quarterbacks in the NFL gets all the fucking credit, right?
$60 million.
Pat Mahomes, not overrated, right?
Yeah.
But there's quarterbacks that you'll look at and Jimmy Garoppolo, Kirk Cousins, right? Over fucking rated. And this is not based on race.
No,
all right? No. It's like there's quarterbacks that are Eli Manning. Over fucking rated.
Just beat Tom Brady twice.
Right?
He gonna make it to the Hall.
Gonna make it to the Hall of Fame on that. So it's like, yo, overrated doesn't mean bad, right? I did not say that Eli Manning is Trent Dilfer, right? Okay. I'm just saying the credit that he's getting is way beyond the success that he should have had. And when I speak on artists, when I speak on NBA players, NFL players, if I say overrated, like y'all have confused overrated with meaning terrible or sorry. It's not what overrated means.
I'm gonna say this in closing. I think a lot of people, I've learned this also. Y'all boys will defend Eminem and Candace Owens to the death, and I'm cool.
We're not engaging this anymore.
I'm not. It's been hilarious. It's been a great run. To the last person I commented on, who told me I was racist, I said, when your community get upset that every presidential candidate goes to an AME church during election season, we don't call y'all racist because you find it weird. I am here to double and triple down. When I see black men begging white men for opportunities that they don't do for other black people that are equal or greater than, then yes, I think it's weird. That does not make it racist. And I'm no longer arguing against somebody who calls themselves the rap Elvis. If you don't get the joke and the comedy in that, every time Eminem goes on a white platform, he lets you know how he don't want to be there, how corny he think it is, how it's nothing but losers and weirdos in the audience, and he brings nothing but his black friends on stage. To have y'all to be in my DMs calling me racist when he calls himself the rap Elvis, I think it's a joke. Congratulations.
We do not dislike Eminem.
Yeah, I could care less. I mean, I listen to Fact. I mean, that's the only thing is.
I haven't listened to Eminem since Blueprint 2, but I get it.
He was on Blueprint 2?
Or is it Blueprint 1?
You talking about Renegade?
Renegade, yeah.
Oh, that got to be Blueprint 1.
Okay, yeah, you're right. That is Blueprint 1.
And he really didn't kill Jay on that. I'm just let y'all know.
He did well. He did well.
And some of that goes to Emma. Shout out to Eminem, man.
Yeah, big ups to Eminem, man. We do not dislike you, man. I don't care what your fans are sending you right now.
And I love 8 Mile.
8 Mile was a decent movie.
It was trash.
It was a decent movie. I said decent. It was worth watching. If it's on, I'm gonna let it play.
Yeah,
I'm gonna let it play.
I ain't mad at. Hey, if you can get it off, you gonna get it off. All right, here we go.